Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 18 of our Outpath series. It's going to be part of the Serene escape things. I do hope to make that a full overarching kind of thing. I don't know if you can tell, but this is finally the episode where I have a better mic and better quality, and where I actually sound like me. I believe much smoother, much more like in person and personable than what you'd expect from a lobby online where everyone has that microphone. And I do hope you can tell the difference and that there is a difference. Now, today, we are going to fully complete our holy armor set. And if you couldn't tell, I made sure all I did was craft these quad stones. Craft all of these, crafted these. I also found out a very important thing that I didn't from episode 17. All of these can be crafted. We don't need to mine amber because we have a bunch of emeralds, and we don't need to mine sapphires because we have a bunch of rubies. So that's a very big distinction, and that is very helpful to me. So if it helps you at all, I'm glad to hear it. Then we went ahead and just took all these and made as many quadstone prisms as we could. Also crafted up some reinforced durasteel right here. And then we take that prism and we take that quadstone prism and turn it into a holy prism right here. And now with that holy prism, we can finally just complete these. We have all the holy prisms we'll ever need, but we do need more star fragments. And that is perfectly okay and fine. We got enough, we farmed the slimes and the yellow bugs over here. These are going to be the best things for Drool if you are doing it yourself. The yellow bugs, let me try and find a demonstration. When you have maxed out monster resources, when you have that all maxed out completely, you are going to find them, and they are going to drop the most of that resources. I know slimes are where you get them from originally. I'm sorry I couldn't find one. I think they're during the daytime, so we will come back during then. But that is where you get them originally, but those give you 50 per spawn, while slimes only give you 8 per spawn when you have the full resource, when you have this fully maxed out. Now, because we do have more credits now, we can go ahead and finish upgrading Wrath, finally invest in the fisheries that we just neglected fully. We never really needed these, but just because we can now, why not? I am going to hold off on that, specifically for an achievement later on. I do want to try and get all the achievements. I don't know if I'm going to do that on screen or off screen. Probably on screen if I'm honest. But yeah, we're just going to fully get all these out the way, as much as we can. That way we never really have to worry about it or think about it again. And I also like to think that it's satisfying to see all of these things turn green. Everything's green except one thing, and that's simply because of an achievement. Yeah, there we go. Now, all we do need to get is star fragments again. And to do that, we're missing star fragments. Oops, okay, I definitely should have looked at that first. Well, that's okay. We do have a higher increased... Well, there we go. See? The fallen star turns into that, and now we can make a meteor shower occur. This is definitely the end game, so we kind of only have to do a couple things, and we have everything else unlocked. The only thing we need currently is... Where is this? Where did they fall? There we go. Keep falling from the skies. The only two things we need currently is the ring and 2 more letters to complete the story. And I'm not sure how to get that final letter, because I assume you get the 8th one after the ring, and then I just don't know where else you get that final letter from. But I'm sure I will find out. I have no doubt in my mind about that. And if we can keep finding these fallen stars, then we will. We only need to do this a couple more times, if at all. I do think we do need to do it more than once, though, simply because of dark matter, which is something we have yet to unlock. As long as that is up in the sky, there will continue to spawn more. This is like the beacon that spawns it, so until this returns back, more are either gonna fall or we are missing certain ones. That's that one. Has it returned? It has returned. There we go. So we have all the star fragments. We turned 5 into 30. Very good profit in my opinion. We need 5 more blushed planks, which isn't an issue. This used to be a major issue when we first unlocked these, but now we have so much resources, it's not even worth mentioning, if I'm honest. Go ahead and get that, and we need to make sure to save 5 star fragments in case we ever need to do this again. Go ahead and attract that cape, and we need a holy cape with, we need 18 and more I can't say that, I apologize, but I think I'm sorry about that. What do we need for 18 of these? Some more thread, which is perfectly fine. Easy enough to acquire. Especially now that we have instant crafting, you know? Nothing to even stress about. And we don't need any star fragments for this, so we don't have to worry about that at all. And the only thing we need is heavenly creatures. Go ahead and... I was just seeing if there's any in the vicinity. That's perfectly fine. We have this to summon them. Apparently there are earthworms in heaven, so they're everywhere now. And that's what I thought was going to happen. That's perfectly fine, or it should be. As long as that gets within any kind of radius towards me. And now we simply have to farm. It's not the most exciting part of the game, but it is for me. I just know it's not the most exciting to watch. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get the daytime variants of these. The daytime bugs. 5 of those only. There we go. And then now we go ahead and we rest until nighttime. Also, I did figure out why I have the extra sleep. It's because of the bed. If you just use your sleeping bag, you get the meter. But if you get this, you get that extra meter and you don't have to sleep as much. So it is actually worth having the bed. I definitely should have gotten it before I came to heaven, but that's perfectly alright either way. And there we go, 5 of them. Now we go back down to my home base and... if I'm not mistaken, get basically all of the holy artifacts. Get more reinforced thread. Have that instantly finished. And then we're going to upgrade these simply because it's going to be pretty simple. Just need a couple of gold ingots, craft as many as we can, since we might need them from Durasteel later. There we go. Craft as many iron as we can. That is a lot, actually. Wow, okay. There we go. Just to get it out the way. The reason I haven't crafted these before is I simply didn't need them. They simply weren't required or necessary in any capacity, so I didn't think I would have to get them. But, you know, never hurts to be proven wrong. And it's just nice to see it all cleared out, you know? That first anvil we cleared out was satisfying to me personally, and I definitely know that I will continuously want to get these filled out. The reason I don't max out Love's Light is simply because I don't need to. I don't want to either. And now we need more bugs. This is simply just going to be for the sake of finishing it up. We're on the last of the last, doing everything else we could have done. So I see no reason why I shouldn't just finish it up, you know? Get the most out of the game. Get the most out of the game, get the most out of the experience, and who knows, maybe I'll need it in the future when I want to explore the magic weapons and the crossbows and all of that. I mean, the only thing I can even see the magic weapons and crossbows being useful for is heaven, when, you know, those pigs keep running away from you. But that's kind of it, if I'm honest with you. Because besides that, everything gets close enough, you can use a sword, and I just think that the movement is so cool that, like, the movement abilities and the fluidity of it when you get good at it and actually have all of the things unlocked. I personally really enjoy it. You know, I know we were stuck with 2 jumps for a long time, but once we unlocked them all, I definitely felt like it was very fun. Especially with glide and dash and a maxed out of 5 jumps, I want to say. It is almost lunacy. And then simply get a couple more reinforced. Wow. Okay, I need more leather. That's on me. Let's go and craft as much as we can. Move on to over here. And fully get the crew. There we go. Just like that. Basically, nothing's locked for us. Oh, we can craft these now, actually. But it's bait, so it doesn't really matter either way. I do feel like it wouldn't matter to get those. And, oh, we can craft more of these. These are finished. There's no real reason to doing it, in my opinion, but, you know, kind of like a why not sort of thing. Give it some holy prisms, and now a Orc Star Fragment, which we need this for. And of course we need warm light, so we have to make it night. That did rhyme, I didn't mean it to, but I liked how it sounded either way. Excuse me. There we go. I am hopefully planning on doing multiple. Sorry, little guy. Let's go ahead and just get 6. You know, 3 should be enough. And if I need more, I need more. If I'm going to get Dark Star Fragments, I definitely should. Where's that coming from? Where did I put this deconstructor? Right here. Then it seems like we are going to be demolishing these. And getting them out the way, getting it handled like that. It is a 15-meter radius, so it should be the exact same as what it was already here. How do I... Can I not give it star fragments? Or do I... That's on me. That is on me. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get some more star fragments then. Let that do what it's going to do. The island core is going to keep it active. Not for long, of course, since it only has 5 fuel, but even though I can afford to give it 10, it's just not viable. So, let's go ahead and summon a new cloud. And once this is summoned, then there we go. Oh, sorry. The holy rings just sent me into a... Excuse me, chicken. Go ahead and take that hammer off and the bone staff too while we're at it. If there's a shiny resource next to... Oh, wow. Just took it out. I was going to say if there was a shiny resource next to it, but it takes out all the resources anyway. Is that simply all of them? It doesn't look like it. There it is. Oh, well, I knew I was missing one. And yep, it returned successfully. Let's go ahead and summon one of those again. And while that is being summoned and those are going to fall, we will be adding what we can to... It does seem like 30 is the average. You can add it all. Simply because we already summoned it, so we are guaranteed to get more. I do like that instead of coming down when it's summoned all of it that it can summon, it comes down when you mine all of the available things summoned. This is a unique mechanic that I think is really well thought out, personally, and it lets me know that, you know, I'm not missing anything. Oh. Did that just disappear? I think that did just disappear. Oops. That is rather unfortunate. I suppose I should have stayed down here throughout the entire thing. Oops. Missed out on what, 10? Yeah, I missed out on 10. Oh no. Let's go ahead and just do it all over again. Since hopefully 35 can last it, I will have to check though. I should go ahead and check. It's definitely better to do it at night. It's not only just looks better, but easier to spot them as they fall. Oh, look, one just fell. I didn't even see it come down. I was literally right on top of it and didn't even see that. Wow. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a nighttime activity. I know this isn't riveting gameplay, but it is relaxing gameplay to me personally. After a stressful day or just even a normal day. This is something that helps me personally relax, and that's why I love games like this. You know? Every person has their own idea of relaxing. And luckily this is mine. I'm not saying it's better or worse than anything else, but to me it's the best. And I think that was all of them. Yeah, okay, well. Let's go ahead and see just how efficient this dark matter converter is. It's actually pretty dang efficient. I can give it one more. We only need 5. Unless it took it all. It did take it all. Wow. I don't know why I did that. I'm going to be honest. I naturally do curse a lot. Not a lot. Okay, a lot is actually a big exaggeration. But for whatever reason, knowing that I'm posting on YouTube made me want to say dang. You know, normally and naturally I actually did want to say damn. I feel like that's just the normal response. In my opinion, dang does not sound nearly as good in a sentence as damn does. And I don't know what made me say it like that. I don't know why I said that, but I did. Trying to do a family-friendly approach, and nothing wrong with that, but it's personally not me. It's not who I am. And pretending like it is would be very fake. I definitely shouldn't say a lot because it's not a lot, but I do casually cuss like I imagine most people do. And I don't know if it's because of the word itself or the social stigma built around those kind of words, but it is like I think there was a psychological study. Please don't quote me. Look it up yourselves. But if I'm not mistaken, there was a psychological study that showed that those words had a direct correlation to lowering cortisol levels, which is the stress hormone. Lowering those levels and making it so that like you're less stressed out about certain things. And I think that's amazing that simple words have been built up to the point where they can almost be calming and like therapeutic just to say, just to let out. And that's another reason why I felt saying dang was just so unauthentic. Because, if I'm saying it like that, then it's like I don't use those words, and I do. But anyway, that's the tangent on cuss words done and done. I don't cuss a lot, so you don't hear it often, but I certainly do cuss, and it would be very fake of me to suggest otherwise. Now, I do believe I have enough heavenly resources to the point where... Do I have dark matter? I do. Okay, well. To the point where I certainly don't need all of these. So once again, I'm going to add a secondary converter. And... Excuse me. Sometimes the controls still slip my mind. And just have it like that. How many do I have? 10. Let's go ahead and get another one. Just get this done. This is the last thing I do need. Any shiny animal. Just can't pass them up at this point. Especially when they give me so much hide. Hide and bones are the two biggest things that give me trouble. And I keep saying that. I keep saying it because it keeps being true. If I don't have something, if I can't craft something instantly, it's usually because of bone and hide. And I actually do really believe you should only do this at night, if I'm honest with you. That is a natural one, though. So we're gonna go ahead and get the natural one real quick. Thanks, little guy. And I know it was an inanimate machine. Well, I need to talk slower, let my words actually exist instead of just pushing them out. I apologize. I got too excited because of the new mic and talking a little quick. Deep breaths, reset, and I know it's an inanimate object, but I don't know. I still like to see them as my friends. That is the only kind of a helper we have, The animals are kind of just there for food, and it's not a bad thing, I mean, we do have our little birdie, this little guy. We can feed him with some berries. So that's our true only friend on this island, but let me make sure I get this right. The mining posts have always been there, so nothing wrong with appreciating things that have been a staple. I know we definitely need to give some more over to that one, 58. Let's just double check. Yep, and then we take one back. And now we have enough fragments to... This is the part where a new island appears. It has been like that time and time again. It does not appear to be that way now. Trying to look, take a full overview. Yeah, that's it. Didn't get a letter, didn't get anything. we have every circle part all at once. Okay then. Projects a warm light that invites you to sleep all the way until dusk. Is it telling us to sleep? Go back up to heaven above our entire automation empire, and we lost our food and sleep bar. That's it. That can't be it. It was time to wake up. Wake up from what? Is that actually... That's the actual ending. Okay. We're missing 2 letters, but that was it. Thank you very much. You know, special thanks too. Thank you very much. Okay then. After 14 hours and a long journey, that is the quote-unquote end of the game. If there's another episode after this, then there's a true ending out there that we can find. But I think this is it. I think this was the last of the official series. Anything else is going to be an epilogue. Thank you for joining me on this journey for a total of 18 episodes. 14 hours of my life was put into this, and an entire new microphone. I am so thankful if you made it this far, and if you're new, welcome to the end. I don't know what more to say than it was a beautiful and peaceful game that I can definitely see myself coming back to just to mess around in now that there's no real point. Get as much as I can, hoard it all, and as a special thank you to the people who made this game, this lovely, beautiful game. I don't know how to end this, except like I always do. So once again, thank you for coming on this journey. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, have a wonderful day.